Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video on The Flash Season 3. So you might be looking at what's going on here and going, this is a bit strange. And that's because I got a new camera, I got a new microphone and stuff, invested some of the revenue from YouTube into this to improve the quality. So hopefully you guys appreciate that and tell me what you think of the setup. It needs some improving, I know, but yeah, it's just to start off with. We'll slowly improve as we go on. Now, one of the big questions around the third season of The Flash has obviously been on the Flashpoint story arc and how long it will actually last in Season 3. We do know that the first episode of Season 3 is actually entitled Flashpoint, which has led a lot of people to think that only the first episode of Season 3 is going to be this Flashpoint story, and that Barry will fix everything by the end of this first episode, and by episode 2 we'll continue on with the rest of the season. This could definitely be the case if The Flash was one of those like 10 to 12 episode seasons, similar to those Netflix series we see with like Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Orange is the New Black, etc. But The Flash is a 20 plus episode a season show, so I cannot see the Flashpoint story only being one episode. There's too much to cram in, especially seeing the whole setup of the timeline and then Barry meeting all the different versions of characters in this Flashpoint timeline from the regular timeline, and then resolving the whole issue of this Flashpoint timeline. All of this happening in one episode, as I said before, it's a bit too much. So if it is not going to be contained in just one episode, how long will the Flashpoint story go for in Season 3 of The Flash? To answer this question, the best thing to do is go over casting news, which sort of in turn describes the episodes that these characters were actually first appearing. The first big casting is Tom Felton, who is playing a character known as Julian Dawn. Now, he is going to be a fellow CSI like Barry. We will be seeing him pop up in either the second or third episode of Season 3, going by like photos that were taken on set. Now, this doesn't mean that Flashpoint is over before this happens. What I think this means is that Tom Felton's character will be one that is introduced in both the Flashpoint timeline and then the normal timeline as well. And it may be something that sort of trips Barry out at first and he suspects something's a bit weird. The next big castings involve a couple, plus the return of some characters that we've seen before as well. This is actually in episode 4 where we will be introduced to both Mirror Master and the Top, as well as seeing the return of Captain Cold, which will be in a flashback by the looks of it, and Jesse Quick as a speedster. Now, I've actually done a separate video on Jesse Quick involving the whole speedster issue. I will leave it linked in the description below. If you do want to go check it out, it explains a decent amount. Now, I personally think that this will be the first full episode after Barry returns from the Flashpoint timeline. I think Flashpoint will be a 3-episode arc, with the first episode focusing on the new world around Barry, and the second episode will focus on him trying to figure out a way to fix it, and then the third episode focusing on actually going back to the normal timeline. Mirror Master and the Top would be characters that would be used again on the show, so it does seem strange that they would introduce the two in the Flashpoint timeline. The same goes with Jessie having her speed and being a speedster. They've set that up in Season 2 in regards to her getting her speed with different things involving the Speed Force. So it's really weird that they would chuck her as a speedster into the Flashpoint timeline, especially when we're getting introduced to Wally as a speedster as well. One of the other big predictions from what has been said online is that Flashpoint will go until the big 4-show crossover. So that's 7 episodes, 8 if you include the crossover. It's a good prediction, however I do think that it's way too long for the Flashpoint story on TV. And also, people involved with the shows have said that the crossover will focus on something originating on Supergirl. It could still be this long, 7 episodes then into the crossover. There is just too much going against it in regards to how long that is, as well as what they've said the basis of the crossover is going to be. But thanks for watching, guys. Leave your opinions in the comment section below. How long do you think Flashpoint's going to go for in Season 3 of The Flash? As my prediction is, I think it's going to be 3 episodes. It could go that 7 episode then into the crossover, but I think it's a bit too long. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.